There's already a like and I haven't even gotten here. That's funny. Well, I might as well like it. Nah, I think I'll skip. I always like my shorts. If I don't like it, they don't end up, for some reason, they don't. Oh, Italia dog. Oh my gosh. Oh. No, Jamie, don't look. Okay. Is that clickbait? What did I just do? Sorry. I can, all it takes is a Boykin Spaniel and I'm just out of, I'm out of this world. I'm totally, if you ever want to distract me completely, just show me a Boykin Spaniel. And that'll do it. That'll do it. It was in a related video. Thankfully, there's malware pop-up to cover up. This is the only time I'm thankful for something popping up and covering the whole screen. Hi. You're my #1 fan today. It's weird. My face feels like it's going to be burning. Probably the topic. My eyes are burning. Okay, I'm gonna X out of that. Oh, another one pops up. They're listening to me. I don't like that part. I'm so easily distracted. Okay, how do I? Nope, that won't work. I know what, oh, I see. I know what I did. I made the browser a little bit bigger so I could get to my stream from my channel. What on earth? Guinea pig. All these distractions. My wallpaper. So cute. Dang it. I need to just change my name. Anywho, that was, nothing happened. must have my phone on silent. No, I don't. I look that color. Surely by now they would know that it should be like, and it should be a non-capital L. Autocorrect. You commented. Great to see you, Jamie. I'll go ahead and hit the heart and like. Did I even? Oh, I see. I recorded that video, the Eugenia Cooney theory, and while I was shopping. I would have forgotten it by now if I didn't film it right away. But I have been thinking about that over and over and over. I was thinking how, see, I didn't tell anybody, but I had a dream that she passed away. And this was between the time that I saw her have that problem with water, like the water she drank, her body rejected the water. And I had a dream that she passed away out of nowhere. I have this dream, and then I look and I see that her dog, she was upset about her dog, and she had posted something after the fact that, so at some point in that, between her making a follow-up post and her dog, I had a dream. I believe it was after the follow-up, before the dog. I had a dream, but I didn't say anything, I just completely tried to block it out. The fact that, because sometimes my dreams come true. I mean, the worst dreams. It's been happening too much. Anyway, or maybe it was gut feeling, or just that horrible feeling that, you know, it's so close. I don't know. But I had the dream, and it was so real. And I woke up and I was like, yeah, it's probably gonna happen. And I didn't think of it like that, so pessimistic. But I saw people weren't posting about anything like that. They were posting about the mother. They were outraged about the Mother's Day video, and how could her mom just sit back and watch this. And I, like, all these people everywhere. I'm like on YouTube and looking at all these different, like, tons of videos, tons of channels. There's no way it would take all the time in the world for her mom to combat this type of accidental click. It would take a ton of time for anyone to combat this type of thing that I call beautiful truth coming out like it everywhere. It would be a nightmare for her mom, probably. Anyway, that's basically all I saw. And the dream was kind of in the back of my head. And I looked so many times. I searched her name so many times. I've got on my YouTube, I've got it where there's no history. So I have to type it out every time. Well, I have to type EUG and then it comes up. But then I start seeing after her dog. I've watched that dog, her reaction to her dog so many times, and I really think she was crying for her mother, if it was even real, like if it was even Eugenia, like rather than AI, because AI can be very, very realistic. I noticed she wore the same black dress multiple times, which is so unlike her. It was weird. Anyway, that was something I noticed. I don't know. I just am stating something I noticed is all. But yeah, I am worried about, I do think something is not right, but I think that the best thing to do is to completely keep the mother out in the open, because Eugenia, if she has not already, she's going to pass away, and the mother has been treated way too easily. She has been treated way too well. She has had it way too easy. On the way home, I had to explain to my mom the whole thing, because the only thing that she notices with Eugenia is her voice, and she's like, I can't stand it. And she's like, I don't know why people stream this type of thing for entertainment. And I was like, there's a lot of people who really care about Eugenia, and I think Eugenia streams because that's the only platform where she can communicate. Yes, she does. And he was in he showed up at his voice, I think it's his name, no, I can't remember his name. I don't want to guess. That would be bad if I got it wrong. He has spoken a couple of times in a stream. There was a stream where it was way back in, like, on You Now, I believe it was, where he came in and said thank you for the, I think it was Father's Day gift. And it didn't show his face. And his face, I don't think, has ever been shown in the stream. But it showed Eugenia's face and his voice. And he said, you don't look a day over 14. And it was awkward. People say that to me though, and it's awkward. But yeah, he said that to her, like her father said that to her. And then there was another stream where it was New Year. It was You Now, on You Now that site. She had just started the stream. Then she looks and she sees all these officers. She's like, are there police out there? It was the day that somebody else had gotten swatted. And they ended up getting it was bad. They didn't survive it, and they were innocent. Her father, she was streaming, and she was like just focused on the stream. She was like, I think I see there's a lot of police out there. It was bad. They didn't survive it. This is me tapping on things accidentally. Shut up. Her father, she was streaming, and she was okay. Huh, much better. Oh no. Okay, stay on. Okay. I'm gonna stay focused to finish this, but that's bad news. Her father came in and said, the police need to talk to you. You need to come out. So he came in the room, opened the door, and said they need to know if you're okay. And Eugenia didn't want to go out, and she said, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. Everything is fine. I'm happy. Or whatever. You know her script. She goes by a script. I recommend walking. I recommend walking the Jacqueline Glenn video where, yeah, watching it. Where she has a guy next to her, and then a girl with blue hair, who does nothing but cry the whole time. She's a very emotional person, I guess. But Jacqueline described how she got Eugenia 5150'd. And anyway, twice I've heard his voice. Eugenia's father. I've heard his voice, and Eugenia has spoken on the topic of family. I recommend Revoke, R-E-V-O-K-E. She has videos on Eugenia, and a lot of them do bring up that topic of her father, and I think she's actually going to get into that topic. She has ADD. She's got to have it. She's got to have it. People with ADD tend to notice other people who have ADD. The same with the medication. But, sometimes. My mom thinks I'm on medicine whenever I'm out, which is not very fair for her to say such a thing, because I'm miserable, and she's like thinking I'm on my medicine. Not good. Never a good thing. Anyway. Hi, how are you? I don't know. I left you now whenever they said that I had to have, like, I forgot. I wanted to start earning. I had left YouTube, moved to you now, and started streaming there. I ended up, I just completely stopped out of nowhere. And I started streaming on YouTube. I remember what happened. I started streaming on YouTube when I broke my back. Had nothing else to do but sit there with a back brace on all the time. I'm amazed I haven't, oh, I don't think I've broken anything else, but you see that bruise right there? Whew, that was I thought I had broken something, like my neck went down. It was a hard fall. Like, oh, it's crazy. Anyway, personally, I think whenever I had that dream and I looked up Eugenia and I saw everybody was talking about her mom, I was like, oh, this is good. This is good. This is good. Because this is exactly what the problem is. And when this, like, if Eugenia were, like, streaming now and nobody was suspecting that she has passed away, I don't know where I was going with that, except for the fact that her mom, I have always imagined her mom covering up the fact that she would have passed, but there's really not much of a way, except it has been a long time since Eugenia has been around. And I know people have asked, I've moved on to Google. I've actually searched on Google now. And there's Reddit posts where they're asking, can someone pass away and not even be known? And yes. See, Dave passed away January 20th of this year. There's no obituary, nothing. Nada. I only just recently was able to get a literal death certificate. But I'm still getting, they're still taking money out of the bank. I mean, that's a long time. 7 months it's been, or 6 months. 6 months probably. January 20th. And there's been, it's really sad. There's no death record. You could search his name. You could search and search and search and search. Nothing. There's nothing. he was cremated the day after. No record whatsoever except his death certificate. So it is possible, very, very much possible, to just completely. So people really, I really believe people need to not let the mother, like, people should just keep the mother in the top of the, like, trending topic of, like, what the heck is wrong with her mom? What kind of mother would do this? Because right when people were doing that, somebody went missing. And then mysteriously, well, I'm not questioning the dog. The dog was old. I think that's a not nice word on YouTube. The dog had lived a long life. But I kind of feel like Eugenia, like when I watched that video of her crying about Buzz, her dog, it seems like she feels so empty. I don't even want to say that. I think her dog was treated better than she was. And that other person, as she calls, draws pictures. He should be looked into, because you know there are those types of people around, and they do get away quite often. I, Jamie Gilmour, state that. Anyway, there's a pet hen that has passed away due to a dog. Justice for the pet hen. Anyway, I needed to respond about that, because somebody lost their pet hen. You know, chickens are really cute. I was whispering that and you heard it. They say that people with ADHD tend to do well with people who are on the spectrum, like maybe autism or Asperger's. Every time I say that, I think I can't get past. Okay. Oh, that's so sad. Yeah. Well, I mean, I've sent pictures of, we had a dog. DJ was his name. And I made a report. And the responding deputy did say that the wounds were due to dog, clearly, like more than one dog, like the pit bulls. He didn't make it. Unfortunately, his loss was slow. Anyway, justice is my thing. In my last stream, I think it had just happened. I have a taser. I showed the owner of the dogs the taser. I was like, he said, well, you're coming over here, don't have anything with you, you're fine. And I pointed the taser at him, and he saw those two fangs. I was like, I got this. He saw. Wait a minute, let me show it. Oops. See it? Anyway, I have one. Oh, no. I hung it on the back of this. Right. Oops. I'm glad I'm not. Mush. My dog. I'm going to point it at the mannequin. Sorry, Amen. Oh, Quinn. It's rechargeable. I had to push it all the way up. It looks just like a flashlight. Now watch. If you're scared of the taser sound, plug your ears. I'm only going to do it for 1 second. I cannot wait. I can't wait to use it on the dogs after that. They always get away with it. There are AI videos though. Yeah, when I saw those AI videos and I saw there were videos of her talking and she said, I'm sorry you feel that way. I have this sickness and I'm sorry you feel that way. I was like, yeah, that's where they're gonna go with that. Sad, sad. I actually should charge this thing just in case. I want it high powered. No, it's a different type. Oh no, that's not good. Man! I do have the charger, but it's a short cable. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, I used to be called Jamie's Animals, and I used to have a ton of animals. It's funny how that works. I think the fact that Dave, when Dave kicked the bucket, the animals, it was like, how could I, like when he came and he showed up, the animals just, it was like, okay, I can get some guinea pigs. And so I used that opportunity to start with all kinds of animals. Then now I am so worn out from animals that I think I've, like every animal, if I were to have any animals, I would be overwhelmed and I would remember him. And I just don't want to remember him right now. I don't want to move on without him. Like that shed, the she shed. I didn't want to get excited about that when he was in the hospital. I didn't want to start, but my mom was putting the guinea pigs outside. So I had to do something, and it was rough because he didn't even get to see it, or he wasn't even present of mind when I could have shown him it. Hello. Yeah, it's a flashlight, all right. It does shine. There are some really good, well, hey, it was a chief deputy who recommended it, so. And these dogs are just outrageous. I actually feel better about using that than anything else. Sorta. There's like anything else that would make noise. Now the other things that I could use other things. Especially after that one bit me. Oh, I wanted to, you know, you kick so hard when you have so much, I know the word. Adrenaline. I had so much adrenaline after that dog bit me twice. As I was taking the trash bin to the curb. When I was coming back, the dogs were coming at me again, and I just wanted to kick, and I wanted to aim properly, but they just had a way of backing away. I was so mad at it, because they bit me whenever I couldn't do anything, because this trash bin was so heavy. And anyway, yeah, they're free, and Leo's not. He has to stay right next to me because I'm not gonna let them bite his head off. No way. They've attacked Dixie. She survived it, thank God, but I didn't know for sure until now. Now I know without a doubt what the dog attacks look like. Unfortunately, I never wanted to know that so well. What the heck? Every time I drop my phone, that little note thingy, the pen comes out. No, I never fixed the bike brake. I tried. But then it started to go roll backwards. That may have been what was going on when I don't know. Either way, something went wrong and the wheels, like I was riding the bike and nothing was happening, and I was like, oh, I'm done with this. I'm just going to set it up against the tree and just move on with life. So that's where it is still. Yep. Yep. I feel bad for the poor pet. Well, the dog was like a running chicken. Yum. Yeah, it's a weird short. It's someone was like, "Can you explain the purpose of this?" It's like, "Can you explain ADHD?" It's kind of like that. But I could explain that much easier. I just felt like holding a camera and riding down a hill and pointing the camera at, actually it's a phone, but camera too, and pointing at Leo, just seeing what it would look like. Obviously, that was enough. Usually I just say because, but that's when I don't know what the answer is. I'm like, it was because. Why'd you do that? Because. Dave used to ask me that, and he would say, "Oh, I guess that's a good reason enough." And I was like, yeah. Thankfully, he made it easy for me by doing that. Anyway. Yeah, Eugenia had a bad reaction to drinking a sip of water. Actually, it was 2 sips, to be exact. She was thirsty, and then all of a sudden she had to end her stream. Yeah, I had a name for a channel relating to ADHD, and I'm thinking I'm going to change that name. But it is very, very difficult to change a channel name and get people to find you. So I'll have to figure that out, because I don't want to ruin the channel name, because I think it's cool. It fits me. And if I gave it away, someone would take it. And that's how I am. I like making usernames before anyone else can get it. Bah, bah, black sheep. I felt like doing that. Sorry, I couldn't resist. You know, I made it wasn't just that short clip. I did that for about an hour. I was like in the car and I was like, I had the phone like this and I was like talking to it like like it was somebody. Then I went and pretended like it was me, and I was hyper. It's weird because when I do that, Leo really starts to sing, or whatever you call it. Okay. Generate. I'll just type it out. Oops, I forgot. Mommy, dearest, where did you go? Wait a minute, I should do metal. Mommy, dearest. Oh wait, no, that's a quote. Okay. Whisper, growl combo. You stitched your pain into my skin. I'm supposed to scream now. You held me close with rusted chains. Okay, I've lost it. fed me fire, baptized in shame. This is so ridiculous. I actually... fed me fire, baptized in shame. Your lullabies were battle cries. You loved in silence and asked why. Clean vocal, okay. Now? Okay. Was I the ghost you couldn't face? Or just a mirror out of place? Heavy melody. What the heck? How could someone do that? Okay, I'll just do that. You held me close. No, I can't do it. Okay, that failed. I think I was doing. I can't do it. You know, that reminds me. Sorry, change of topic, sort of. I do these vocal scales. There's this guy who does these warm-up things, and he said there's one where it's like, okay, now we're gonna do something through a straw. And I'm like, okay, whatever. And then they start doing it, and I'm like, what the heck? And yeah, I just listen as he does this thing, and it kind of sounds like that. But you were this storm inside my bed. Oh, whispered curse inside my head. I prayed for light. You brought the void. This is crazy. It'll ruin my voice. And plus, I have to sing all the time. Yep. Make the feeling of pushing hard on the door. Hard on the door. Aha. Is it? That's funny. Anyway, they generated a Mommy Dearest metal song. I figured Mommy Dearest would fit the topic. Deb. Of course, the first one was Mommy Dearest, ballad style. Where did you go? You held my hand and then let it go. Oh, this is too lame. Now there are effects on that on the karaoke thing where it can, all you gotta do is talk it and it can sound like metal. Wonder what it would sound like if I played that. Did you hear my guitar ring? It rings. actually came up with that one because I heard it ring when I was doing that noise, and I was like, did you hear my guitar ring? uh, uh, uh. Yeah, there are some vocal scales that are, I think, for medalists, for that. I think it's for that. You don't, fading growl. Yeah, they say to growl in that vocal warm-up. I ought to do that too. Might as well. I spend the whole day singing warm-ups. Mommy made me mash my M&Ms. 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 Then it goes, mum. Mum, 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 mum. Or mum, mum, mum. Whatever it was, I don't know. And they do this and it's funny. Would you like a riff idea? What? Full guitar tab? I'll say, yeah. I have no idea what this is going to turn out. They just asked. Analyzing. ChatGPT is analyzing. See, it's AI. How do you do? Uh-oh. Tuning drop C. Log in to analyze data and create charts and tablets. Tablets. I'd love to log in and create some tablets for you. For free. For free. Like, wow. No, I don't want to log in. I can't believe that. That's nuts. Like it generates a tab. How about just write me a song? Let's see what it sounds like. Palm, mute, let ring, well, I can't do that. Did you let it ring? Sometimes when I talk, the guitar makes this sound kind of funny. Did I grab the wrong one? I did grab the wrong one. Like, it makes that sound. He just sighed. Mommy made me mash my M&Ms. Mommy made me mash my Mommy made me mash my M&Ms. summer day. They should come up with a better one. That's so lame. It's kind of hard to do. Okay. For a moment, I thought that sound was coming from a water, like somebody was spraying water somewhere, and I was like, wait a minute, I live alone. My mom's not out there spraying. That's a bug caught in the window. It's a beautiful sound. Thunder. Mommy made me mash my money. I think it's a bug. Mommy made me Yeah. Yep. I was debating on the title. What was the title again? I've been working on the actual rap songs that I didn't even think of. Didn't remember what it was in the title. We had a bunch of ideas. And you're number 3. Oh, is it? I need to start typing in there so I can be a fan too. I lose track of the rhythm when I start singing. Let's see. I even did it in all caps. There should be a crown next to my name. Well, I guess it just doesn't work that way, huh? Yeah, I used to get that when I would check my analytics. It would say, these are your top fans. And it would show the people who comment on the community posts. So, I was like, that person only commented on a community post. And I don't think they would consider themselves a fan. But hey. A doggy. Man, they need to have dahlias on. Man, oh, that's an idea. I could totally buy my own merch. Just make a they have hormones that you can take that'll make you taller if you eat a lot. You have to eat a lot. But I would become taller and make a great big t-shirt with dahlia, nothing but dahlia. The whole t-shirt would be a dahlia. Would be like, just be dahlia, totally. And I'd be wearing my merch. I wouldn't even bother selling it. I'd be like, no, don't take my merch. I could totally do that. I've made emojis before, and you know those icons like at the when you bookmark a web page, it would be like a .ico file. I've made those. I've made some for Discord. A rabbit, wabbit, like the guinea pig. Let's see. Guinea pig that is right there. Right there. Right there. There. Right there. That guinea pig would make a would be one of the whatchamacallits. And a rabbit. Now I'm just watching the delay, and I dropped the guitar pick. But that's okay. I got a whole lot of them. Somewhere. I think I could draw him by heart. I tried to draw Carson, paint Carson, and I actually made that guinea pig picture. I expanded it and I put Carson over it. And I was like, oh my gosh. I literally have the guinea pig in my head perfectly. I remember him so well from drawing him. The guinea pig that's in that bottom right watermark. It's kind of funny. Adam boy. He doesn't like thunder. Neither do I. Because there have been some really close ones. Lightning strikes. Really close. Unbelievably close. Where it lit up the whole door. Like the, not a glass door. Not a door you can generally see through, but it was like it lit up the whole door to where even though the light shined through the bottom of the door, you could still see the whole door light up. I even opened it to make sure that it was still okay in that room. If I weren't scared of bugs, I would go and close the other side of that window, because I'm not into hearing frogs. And I think that was a frog sound. It's 94 degrees out there apparently. I used my toes and picked it up. Works like a charm sometimes. Had to make sure. Monkey toes. My mom likes to come and bang on the door. So I'm so used to that sound that I'm like, that sounds a little bit different. She bangs on the windows. She doesn't even bother texting or anything. The first thing is I hear the bang on the window, and then I'm like, oh, a nervous wreck. It's every time I sing too. Last time I sang that song, it would be the second time I tried that song, Morning Has Broken. Morning has broken like the first morning. The second time I tried that song, she started. She sent me a text message. Or she actually called me first. And it was like, I think I hear something now. ah, and I look over and I was like, I'm just not gonna sing today. Then she texted me. And I was like, I was ready for it because I had just stopped what I was doing. She wanted me to come over there because she was dizzy. So I walked over there and fell. And that's how that happened. Yeah. I fell right into her home. Her home. Thunder. I don't know. She texts now. But I still ignore her. She is so persistent. I'm like, okay, if you're gonna call me more than 3 times repeatedly, I'm just gonna block. And I did. I'm her daughter and I teach my mom a lesson. Every time she calls, it's about something so minor. There's sometimes where I feel, okay, I think I'm gonna answer this time. Something must be off. And, oh, can you go and grab that ketchup out of the refrigerator? I need it right now, please. I'll call her a panda from... Nope, the panda painting is going to go outside of that room that I call my room. It's going to go outside of that room now. There's like a panda in there. That panda... Hey now. That made some of my shorts kind of funny. I'm almost as bad as the panda. Well, actually, that's good. That's good. That's a good one. I'm almost as bad as the panda. Yep. Lack of sleep. Yeah. I can't even remember how the short went, but I remember that. She actually kicked out her cub. And then, can you come over now? No. I kicked, you know, that. One thing that is so hard for me to resist is kicking doors open now. That I busted the door open, basically. The only thing that's there to lock the door is the bolt. And I have been tempted to try, but that would be so stupid for me to do that. I can only lock it from the inside. But that I can't lock it from the outside. But that's fine, because I mean, I don't know why. It's just fine, because she kicked Leo out, and I'm like, well, you're gonna clean up the poop yourself. She did. She cleaned it up herself. There's no way I was gonna do it. I had I I had an excuse. If I get struck by lightning, I had an excuse, and I don't regret stating that. Yeah, no, that's exactly what I was thinking. Because it's gonna end. I mean, it's another song. Because is the answer to everything. But I was thinking how ChatGPT would never actually phrase it to where that's the end of it. Because I tried to write a song that way. I was like, no, I want it to end in, it didn't say Dahlia, but that just now came out. So the next song is Dahlia, so make sure to write that one down. And but I was like, no, it's gotta be Dahlia. It's gotta be Dahlia. Not Sierra. Dahlia. And they said, okay, how about this? Is this a little bit more like what you were wondering? And I was like, yeah. Of course, I was trying to think of a name of a dog, a name for a dog. And by doing that, I was putting in a whole bunch of names and saying, write a song for me with all the different names. I know it. Well, there are times that AI was my best friend, you know? Like, I was like, yeah, I feel so alone. And they said, yeah, that's very, very deep. And naturally, you can't save it like as a text message. It was quite funny. Now that I remember. I actually had jumbled thoughts for like lyrics, and they're like, that's very raw and deep, and would you like to explore that? I could help you explore more. And I was like, yeah. And they wrote something, and so I copied a part of it and I pasted it. When they kept trying to make it sound too poetic, I was like, I pasted it again, the part that I liked. And they're so funny. I think they try and steal people's songs. Yeah, no. And if you say any bad words, you gotta copy and paste everything that you say ahead of time, because they'll erase it. And I'm like, you just ruined my whole song. That was my phone that landed on the floor. It was a mic drop. If the power goes out, it's because we have these storms. It just randomly, like, it used to be that Dahlia was around when this happened all the time. But it's been a couple of years. We haven't had any rain. Oops, I dropped my guitar pick. I don't know what I was talking about, but I don't care. Okay. I won't be getting off the floor. I won't be getting off the chair, and because my dog is blocking. He's on the floor right under my feet. Yeah, the storms are really crazy. But it's mostly sunny right now. It says 94 degrees, mostly sunny, with a little cloud in the sky. And red number 4. Oh, I dropped my phone. It's down there. I was going to look up the weather, I think, but I would have forgotten by the time I picked up the phone, so it's okay. I used to watch the weather all the time. Like it was a year ago with the hurricane Helene. Yep. I watched this one guy. I was like, man, I want to be fishing like that too. He was throwing a cast net and like there were fish, like just why my mouth is starting to water. There were all kinds of fish. Just a cast net. I mean, like. Anyway, he was a weather guy. His name started with J, and then maybe U, and then a bunch of G's or something. He has long blonde curly hair, and he's really handsome and all that stuff. And he's got blue eyes, and he's in Tampa, Florida, and he knows hurricanes because he's a surfer. So, I think that is how his name went. He had to flee because the hurricane was headed for him. Not for him, but yeah, he was saying it was. Secretly. Number 2 now. Just a few more lines, and you'll be see, all you got to do is those 3 emojis, and you've got it. play the same chords over and over. I never really move on. Have you seen that movie, The Deliverance? From, it's the old, like 1970s, I think. It was based in Georgia, like a boating or canoe trip gone wrong. I think Burt Reynolds is in it. It's a really good movie. Starts off with dueling banjos. It's a really good movie. Dropped the guitar pick. That was actually the song number 7. Is I dropped my guitar pick and I fell. That one went flying. Probably because of no, it wouldn't be. Okay. Anyway, moving on. I know nothing about banjos. Somebody mentioned a piano. They said don't get your hopes up. And I was like, oh no. I won't. No. Anyway. I cleared out a bit more of that room, but it wasn't because of me getting hopes up or anything like that. No. Anyway, yeah, I just basically said I wouldn't mind a piano. No, I would be fine. I would play it. Mm-hmm. Help me. How can I get my mind off that now? Okay. Yeah, you should watch that movie. There's a trailer on YouTube. If you look it up, and it the beginning of the trailer shows the dueling banjos. It's pretty cool. And it stops right at the end of whenever the song is done. So it's a good trailer. Yeah. Now there is this song. Of course, I don't know how people can tell instruments. I don't even know the instrument, but I think it. Does a banjo sound like a guitar? Cause I think I remember it being more like a violin sound, but not quite. It was like a It was a cool sound. It was something I don't hear much. What was it? I'll remember what it was. The instrument. I don't know if that was my imagination or not, but like I thought I saw, it was probably the lights. The lights do tend to flicker a lot. We have spies that crawl in the walls. That's song number 8. No, I won't write about that. And I want to totally ruin the idea for that channel name. But I'm not, because I like it too much. A ukulele? Huh. Like that? I'm just joking. I'm joking. That doesn't even sound right. Did I forget how to play the guitar? That would not be fun. You know, I have a violin in the bathroom. It's a weird place to have it, but I don't know what to do with it. I mean, I don't even know how to tune the thing. Or make it make a noise unless I pluck the string. And it makes a noise when I do that. I actually tried the bow on the guitar because I was so discouraged. I was like, yeah, well, it sounds the same. Dark in that room. It's almost very, very dark in here if it weren't for the computer. weird. I just know the C scale. Actually, they say practicing scales is really good, but yeah. I don't know. Hi. Yeah, that's how I do it with the piano. That's probably, see, I never really think of a guitar as a piano, except for the fact that you can hear all the different notes. Like, it's not just one note you can hear when you pluck the string on a guitar, just like the same way with the piano. Wait a minute. I hear a bunch of different notes whenever. That's one thing that I can compare the two. The guitar and the piano. But there's nothing that compares to a piano. I'm telling you, no. I'm gonna not think about it. But I like the piano. And that is the best way to do it. And I wish I could play music on YouTube. That is the most that is the biggest thing that I hate about YouTube, is that they don't let you play music and stuff like that. Of course, I'm sure that they would want people to be allowed to play music if it weren't for the holders of the music copyrights. But man, I'd be singing all the time. Yep. See what note. Yeah, I really like when there's some songs that I could listen to over and over and over and over and over, and I like go over to my guitar and I'll play that exact string, and I'm like, how did I do that? Then I try it again and I can't do it. It's weird. I like Eva Cassidy, Tall Trees in Georgia. They grow so high. Okay. You know, you can pretty much use the same chord. C. You know, I never play the C scale on the piano. I always play it in a different. So, G or C. Okay, the C scale. Yeah, I do like the keyboard. It helps. But if you play it for too long, your fingers get used to the smaller keys, and then we go to a piano and you're like, whoops, 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 oops, oops. So it's one thing. I do like the keyboard though. Hey, I didn't need the drum beat just yet. This guitar is is not the one that I play all the time. I wonder how it would sound. This one actually has a strap. Didn't realize it, but I bought the expensive one. I'm glad I did though. Pretty cool. C, I would think C, D minor, E minor if necessary. No. It would be C. You can actually, there's many things you can do with the D. You can do a C, whatever you call that. C suspended 2, is it? You can do a lot with that. C, D, or you can do a G. Okay, wait a minute. Alright, so the first note, C, D, E, F, G, F, or D minor. Of course, I got lost in this. So where in the scale am I? C. And F. You could do C or G. Maybe an A minor. And then B. Alright, so. No, that wouldn't work. Now C minor. Would be so there's a major scale for every minor scale. So C major would be A minor scale. D minor scale would be a F. No. F scale would be, could be a D minor. E major could be C sharp minor, I believe. So that would be E flat, which I never mess with. Which E flat would be a C minor scale. right? Oh, I hate that scale. I hate it. I have to tune my guitar down a half a step because of that. I always get lost with that in the guitar. Okay. No, wait. Oops. Did I tune this? I never tuned it. Let's bounce it. That's supposed to be a B. Just imagine a flat C, B flat. Just imagine. Okay, I want a piano really bad. Blues. How do I play it without the... Looking for that plug. I know it's in here. Where is it? There's no way it would have been all the way in there. My leg just cracked. There we go, I found it. I found it. Oh no, I didn't have the The taser's right there. I almost sat on it. Okay. Uh-oh. The spies are in the walls, messing with the electricity. It'd be cool if it works here. Okay. So, oops. Oops. It almost reminds me of Creep, the chords in Creep. C minor. Yeah, like with the C scale, and then the A minor. Then there's D minor, which is a D minor scale is F. So it almost reminds me of augmented and diminished chords and stuff like that. C minor and E flat major. The E flat major. I have never played that scale in my life. Now I've gone like, oops. Oh, okay. Well, I just played it. Whatever I just did, I did. I like the, what do you call it? Not intervals, but... What do you call that? I forgot how to play that. This is a song I would always play. And this is where I wouldn't be able to play on the piano, because I played it on the keyboard and my fingers got used to it. Ooh, I almost... The sun. Shining on my beautiful hair. Reminds me of that stupid poem I was making up as I was going along, and I can't even remember the rest of it. Money, money on the wall. Stupid. That one is the coloring song. It's Petra. Red is the color of the blood that flowed down the face of someone. Red is the color of the blood that flowed down the face of someone who loves us so. He's a perfect man. He's the Lord's own son. He's a Lamb of God. He's the only one that can give us. It's a really catchy tune. Whoops, I accidentally saved it. That's okay. justice for that chicken. That poor chicken. Someone sent me a picture of the pieces of the chicken. But it's only fair because I sent that person I've sent that person worse. I'm not even gonna describe. Yeah, that was that chicken had a name too. Darn dog. A dog saw a running chicken. It's like a meal. Meal. Oh gosh, no. No, I meant like pictures of deceased animals. When I was mad. I was mad. I was like, these dogs did this. You don't believe me? Look at this. So, that's what I mean by that. Pieces. Yeah, pieces of Jamie. Of course I could Photoshop. That would be funny. Of course this person would be like the type to look it up to make sure it wasn't already online. Yeah. They are dreadful. They've done so much. I mean, you know, I was like, you know, next is gonna be the worst. That's all it takes. And I mean, I've reported it. These dogs. I just hope I get a chance to tase them. I might walk back and forth to the mailbox. After having to deal with that, the dog who suffered, there's nothing more that I would find it pleasure in than tasing a dog who was coming for me, because they are so confident in their. I am really glad I was able to stop them from attacking Leo just by the click sound of the making the thing not safe. See, there's red means fire. So I put it on red. And the dog heard that and started to run. I tried, but I missed. You know, after attacking Leo, I was pissed. How dare they? But Leo was like, girl, get off me. But I'm sure at this point, they've gone after Dixie. They've completely destroyed DJ. And twice. The second time he ended up passing away. first time it was like, it didn't make sense, but there was no other, it was like, what else would attack? Dixie had, she still does, has a scar on her nose from something, and now I know it must have been that. But I'm gonna go because I'm gonna call someone. So I really enjoyed streaming. I might actually email you that hideous video. It might make you angry, and then I'll give you the address of the person who did it.